Ooh.
Why are you inside a garbage can, Ari?
And she farted in my garbage can.
Girl, get out the garbage can.
I can't.
Welcome to Willie and the Kid. What's going on, y'all? I'm Willie Will. This is my son.
The kid.
And we are a father and son podcast for dope parents and their equally dope kids. And we're just going to get right to it. You know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the
COVID-19 thingamabob.
COVID-19 thingamabob. I like that name. That's pretty cool. Because right now, that's exactly what it is. It's a thingamabob, and it's kind of like wreaking havoc on society. It's doing a lot of things to a lot of people. There's been a number of deaths, but there's also a number of recoveries. So in this episode, we are going to talk about COVID-19 again, and we're going to try to shed some sunlight on y'all's day in the midst of all this gray COVID-19 thingamabob. That sound cool? Cool. So hey, let's get started. The president said that for the next couple of weeks there's going to be it's going to be pretty bad as far as the number of cases inside of the healthcare system. He's expecting a lot of deaths. That's what he's saying. But in the midst of that, we want to, like I said, keep things positive. There's a bunch of people who are still recovering. Jackson, what do you feel right now? What are some of your thoughts in this? Was this the third week now?
Man, I don't know. All the weeks are starting to blend together.
7?
No, we have
No,
not
7
been
weeks.
home together for 7 weeks. Boy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the podcast.
No, I'm talking about how many weeks. See, you're
Like
oblivious.
Three.
Something like that. You're oblivious to it. So do you feel safe and happy in your home? You feel like this can't touch you? You feel like it's happening to everybody else? How do you feel?
I actually feel kind of safe. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff lately.
Like what?
Mm-hmm.
I made a pizza craft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you made one today out of, was it felt?
Yeah, I had some extra felt
Yeah.
and some construction paper, and so I told him to make a pizza. We found a pizza
And
online.
we made like a little house contest. And
We did. We had a house contest where y'all built houses and we
Out of construction
Out of
paper.
construction
Parents, take notes. If you have little knickknacks around the house like construction paper,
Stop!
felt, things like that to keep your kids occupied. That is suggested because I'm sure they're getting on your nerves right now.
Yes.
And
oh my God.
The one thing you want to do is keep them busy because we need to keep them busy. What do you think? Because I know you guys get bored sometimes.
I already did.
How do you feel? What do you feel? I mean, what are some of the things now? Because now I know we're like 3 weeks in. Are you learning anything new as far as how to keep yourself occupied? That's not on script. I'm just going.
Have you found anything
Yeah,
interesting to do with yourself now that you've been home for a few weeks?
Nope.
So you're more bored than anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Are you bored all the time?
We've been going outside. I think the first week we did that this happened, we've been outside for a whole hour.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, things are changing. I've noticed that there's shows on television. Wrestling is changing.
Yeah, y'all watched wrestling the other day. How was that, Jay?
It sucked.
Yeah,
Why
it
did it
sucked.
suck?
There's no audience.
There's no audience
at all.
Yeah, wrestling makes the audience.
Right.
I mean, the audience makes the wrestling.
Exactly. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, for those
It was embarrassing.
wrestler watchers or whatever, there's no audience now, obviously because of COVID-19. So you have your wrestlers going through their scripts or whatever they're supposed to do and their motions with no audience. So there's nothing to feed off of. So if you can imagine a quiet audience with these ripped wrestlers going at it through their scenes and whatever
like
their enactments and stuff like that. So it's just awkward watching, considering, I grew up.
It was like somebody punched somebody. It was like cricket.
Right, it was a bunch of crickets. Chirp, 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 chirp. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of awkward watching, and I can only imagine what it would be like if there were wrestlers from back in my time, like Macho Man or somebody.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. And the Bushwhackers.
Or the Bushwhackers having to go
They
through
were my favorite wrestlers. They used to walk
stuff like
this.
Oh yeah, Hogan. Oh yeah. So, shout out to Macho Man. I don't think he's no longer with us. So rest in peace, Macho Man, Randy Savage. So we're going to go into the next subject with this COVID-19.
Well, wait a minute. What other ways have things changed? Like as far as TV, there was some things like, aren't your YouTube people doing some different things?
Yep, they're doing morning workouts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and celebrities, they're doing concerts. I'm sorry, I'm trying to skip to the next subject.
Like,
I'm sorry, I'm speeding up.
They're doing virtual concerts.
Virtual concerts.
Yeah, and then there's the YouTube. Like I said, your YouTube family. Who do you watch? I don't want to promote them, but who do you watch? Who's it called?
Shout out to FGTV.
Yeah, FGTV. That's the kids' favorite YouTuber.
Funnel Vision.
And
Shout
they're talking about their days, and now they've integrated working out each morning, and they're, I guess, talking about what they do. But most of what they did was in the house and in their backyard anyway, right? They didn't really, they went places, but most of the stuff that they did was like in their little game room and all that, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things haven't changed for them, but they're having to do more stuff at home.
Mm-hmm.
So they're working out at home and finding more activities to do. So I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, everything is changing.
Yeah.
Like stores are putting those stickers on the floor. I showed you that picture the other day where everybody was standing 6 feet apart and they put the markers on the floor so you knew where to stand, and it was like printed like this is going to be a fixture in their store now.
Right. Do you know what she's talking about?
Nope.
On the floor in certain stores, they had these red circles, where they were big enough to where a person could stand in. And let's say you had one circle right here, and 6 feet away there would be another circle for the next person to stay in. So that way there would be a marker showing people how far 6 feet was, and it was kind of letting them know that the store's pretty much saying it's best if we
stand apart, don't stand on top of each other. And Jackson, this could be our new normal now.
Right, which is kind of cool. Not cool, but signs of the times, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is smart, so,
Yeah, so now when we go into stores, because Jackson, you and Ari have not really been in a store for like 2 weeks. I have not taken you into a store. The last store we went in was Best Buy because I needed a new keyboard. But you have not been. Did you realize even that you?
Wait, I thought we went to Walmart.
Did we go to Walmart together?
Before? Yeah, because we were
about a week ago, Walmart or something.
Was it a week ago?
Yeah, because we're doing a contest. The house.
Oh
yeah, that's right.
The house contest. The prize was a toy, so I let y'all run into Walmart.
Or like Robux or something.
It was something like that, so I let y'all run in and get a toy. But outside of that, we haven't been doing a whole lot of in and out of anywhere.
Right.
And when I go out, I don't see a lot of kids out.
Yeah. Okay.
Parents are keeping their kids home. They're not playing.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing is, like we're saying, it's serious. They're predicting that it could go through the fall. So, hey, you're going to have to trick or treat online. Santa's going to have to leave.
Ain't nobody trick or treat.
You're going to have to leave your presents on the porch. So
please explain
everybody,
how you
have to put cameras on your on your computers.
Well,
and we're just going to have to virtual trick or treat.
How do you get the candy virtually?
Huh?
How do you get the candy?
buy it
We'll
online.
We'll figure out a way.
Okay.
Buy it online and then just hide it in your house. I got an idea. Buy it online, hide it in your house, and then let your kids find the candy to keep it in.
Maybe that'll be the new trick or treat.
That's pretty good.
That'll be the new trick or treat. You might be right. You might be right, Jackson.
That is a real kind of like intertwine the whole search for the Easter egg and trick or treat candy and the whole thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And instead of
because the Tooth Fairy can't come by because she
in quarantine.
Yeah, she in quarantine her daggone self. She can't breathe. She flying in the air, teeth all on her back and everything.
Tooth Fairy is not real.
Oh, okay. As long as you know that, I just wanted to see if you was gonna peep game.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you got it. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
He's growing up.
Yeah, it is. I love him. So, America always seems to find a way to rally together in times like this. There was 9/11, obviously. There was the housing crisis. There was Katrina. So we always band together. And I think that during this time, it's important to band together as well. What do you think?
Yeah, just I was talking to you about how people came together for Katrina, and a lot of people were giving blood and donating items because a lot of people lost everything. And America, you weren't born during Katrina or 9/11, but when stuff hits the fan, I don't know if you ever heard that colloquialism, but when it hits the fan, America likes to step up.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you remember where you were or when you heard about Katrina?
Yeah, I was sitting in here with you, wasn't I? No, that was 2000. What year did that happen? We were
together. That wasn't me. So
oh my God.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. So I don't know.
I wasn't sitting with you?
And you wasn't sitting with me.
That wasn't me. That wasn't you. Okay.
That wasn't me.
No. When Katrina hit, no, I'm sure my eyes were on the news because, you know, everybody wants to watch the news to see where the hurricane is going to go because we live on the coast.
Yeah.
So, but no, honestly, I don't remember where I was when Katrina hit.
Right.
Do you?
It happened in 2005.
Yeah.
I was living downtown Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
And I just remember seeing it on the news.
When the levees broke.
When the levees broke.
I feel like I was here. I feel like we were watching it on TV, but I guess we weren't.
No. Wasn't me, so.
You were 35.
In 2005? Oh, Daddy was.
I wasn't 35 in 2005.
No, Daddy went 35. I was 25 in 2005.
He was 20.
So he had to been 27.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was 25, you had to have been 26, 27.
In 2015, 35.
You're never 1 year older than people. Like, our birthdays are a month apart. So it's like you turn an age and then I turn an age. So it's not like we're like a full 2 years apart. It's not like.
And then months later, we turn 10.
Yes. Yes.
What are they talking about?
I don't know. He turns 10 this year.
That's right. You do turn 10 this year.
He turns 10 this year.
Wow.
But anyway, Corona.
Rona. That Rona, man.
Rona is stressing us.
What we gonna do? The barbershops. We actually went to the barbershop the same day. No, it was actually the same day that DeKalb County set up this ordinance. Was it the stay home ordinance or whatever? All essential businesses could work and all non-essential businesses had to close. So when we found that out, we went the day of.
Got our haircuts. See,
Jackson's
got a fresh cut.
And looks like we're going to have to wait another month before we ever get a haircut again. Find out what's going on.
We're gonna be
my hair is going to be like the size of.
So I can only imagine what everybody's going to look like once the sun comes out. And this Rona is
calms her tail down because she need to go sit down somewhere because she acting up right now. She acting.
Rona. You know what I mean?
Rona's a woman.
But there's good things, y'all. Did he just say it's Rona?
Yeah, Rona is a woman, because, you know.
I don't know, Jackson. I have to say Rona is a woman because she is showing her tail.
I saw a meme that,
A meme?
I don't want to mess it up, but it was talking about the Ronavirus is like a woman
I
because
don't
she
like
done canceled sports. She done got the man at home.
She's like a Earth police officer.
Oh my god!
So it was pretty cool.
She's like a
What is she like, babe?
Earth police officer.
Because police officers do good most of the time. And
Right,
help people.
but you know what? Let's talk about some cool stories that are coming out of everything.
Corona,
Let me go to my data banks.
Wait, why are you? Wait, what are these papers?
Oh, these are some of my notes that your mama suggested.
This is from the 6th episode.
Yeah, that is from the 6th episode. We're going to throw that away.
Get it together.
All right, here we go. All right, cool stories coming out of the outbreak. I think I just spit into the camera. I apologize if I got any of that in your eye. Did I get any of that? Okay, cool. A 7-year-old in Maryland named Kavanaugh Bell. Is that how you spell that?
Sure.
He took
Took $600 he saved up to his up from 2 birthdays and 3 Christmases. He used that money to hand out to 31 people.
31 hot meals.
Oh, 31 hot meals.
Yeah, Jackson, you read it.
Yeah, you should read that. Because your father's just messing
And
this up.
65 care packages to seniors.
Right.
Wow. And how old was he?
7.
7.
Now,
Wow.
to recap, a 7-year-old from Maryland named Kavanaugh Bell took $600 that he had saved from 2 birthdays and 3 Christmases. And he took that money, used it to buy 31 meals for some homeless people.
Wow.
That's an amazing thing.
That's awesome.
And I'm 9. I haven't done anything great.
Jackson.
Not yet.
Like
Not
that.
yet.
Like
Not
that.
yet.
Yeah, but you're 9, so, you know.
Any other stories?
What's another story?
Thousands of people in New York have decided to foster an animal so they don't have to sit in shelters or be euthanized during the crisis.
Do you know what euthanize means?
I don't even know how to spell it.
Well, euthanize.
Good point.
Yes.
Good point. I mean, you did put a big word in there.
I didn't know you were going to have him read it, but anyway.
That was for me.
Euthanize means, like, if they have too many dogs in the shelter, they just go ahead and put them to sleep and kill them.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Putting them to sleep, euthanizing. That's what
Euthanize means they put them to
kill
sleep.
them. That's just kind of
What
like
the heck?
a nice way
You didn't
of
know
saying
that this
they're
was
gonna
a
kill
thing?
somebody.
Oh my
Or
That's
kill a dog.
animal abuse.
It's not abuse because they're going to sleep, but if they're just running around on the streets and nobody's adopting them and they're not eating or they may be sick, they just put them to sleep.
And kill them?
Yes, baby, and kill the dogs.
They could put them out in the wild or something.
No, you can't have a bunch of wild dogs running around the street.
No, like far away from the city.
I don't know how that works, babe. We have to look into, Lord. We done traumatized a child. Yes, yeah, that's what happens. But the cool story coming out of COVID-19 is that people are adopting these pets because they don't want to see them get euthanized.
Exactly. And your mom has been talking about getting a cat too. So
I want to get a cat.
Well, actually, she doesn't know what the hell she
I
wants.
want a cat.
First, it was a dog.
First was a dog.
And it was a cat.
It was a cat.
So
I just want a cat.
I want an animal of some sort. Cats are way more low maintenance, and given that the state of the economy, we are not immune. I might not have a job a month from now, so I can't afford a dog.
Back to some good news.
Back to good news.
Italy has been hit pretty hard, but despite all of the unfortunate deaths that they've been going through, they've managed to stay pretty cheerful throughout this whole ordeal. They've been holding concerts on their balconies.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
in their
videos of
neighborhoods,
that.
and they've been singing songs, I guess, giving honor to the people on the front line, the doctors, the nurses, and everybody who has sacrificed themselves, their time to help those in need. So shout out to the people of Italy. And the people of the world, continue to share all of your, what do you think, fun videos and inspirational ideas and thoughts and all that. Seeing stuff like this is, good for humanity. It lets people know that there's still a chance. We can still make it through this.
Right.
We can pull through because, humans suck sometimes. We treat this world like doo-doo.
But when it comes down to it.
But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we always get a second chance, or we always get another chance to make things right.
Jackson?
And let's hope that we're not late.
Yes. And I'm sure Jackson has the message of adopt some animals, save the dogs.
All
exactly. That. Don't kill them.
Don't kill them. Don't kill them. Are you going to adopt them? Adopt some cats or
I want a cat. I want a cat and a dog.
Cat and a dog.
Read your last.
Read my last what?
Your last
paragraph.
Last paragraph?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one right here. Oh, a new segment.
Right. But this is just a reminder. We don't have any advice from Jack's questions today, but just as a reminder.
All right. Well, new segment, just as a reminder.
I want to read this.
All right, go ahead and read it, big guy.
You guys, advice from the kid. No question. There's no question this week, but don't forget that we have a issue or a question about life. 9-year-old Jax, the kid, me, is here to help. Submit your questions at info@williamthekid.com.
What's that again?
At info@williamthekid.com. @williamthekid.com.
That's right. I can never say it.
I
can never say it. I always want to put info and Willie in the same word.
Info@williamthekid.com.
Info@williamthekid.com.
So any questions for Willie?
You'll get a shout out and have your question answered in our next episode.
You couldn't have said it any better.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Perfect.
And like people say, smash that like button.
Ooh, yeah, smash that
like button. Hit those notifications like a monster. Like how other YouTubers say. Yeah. Smash those like buttons.
That Rona.
Don't say that, because you will be put out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hogan.
Y'all, close it out.
Cough again.